Good morning. Here we are, a little later than usual on a Sunday morning to do my Sunday thought. There's a reason for that. Last night, I came home from a over 3,000 kilometer journey that I have done in the last 10 days. Lots of driving. There was a reason why I decided to drive back to a health clinic actually, that I visit usually yearly. I usually fly. And this year, with the prices were way high when I looked, the schedule did not leave from Penticton where I live, and I didn't. Anyway, to make a long story short, I decided this was a good opportunity to once more drive through the Rockies, over the prairies to Saskatoon, and return. In the meantime, seeing friends. Now, it's been, and plus I was celebrating my birthday as well. So it was kind of like a lot of things together. And I absolutely enjoyed the first day of driving, which ended up being about 7 hours without many stops at all. I enjoyed it. I went through, I went north. Way I don't usually go, and I went north and saw my Mount Robson that I love, and drove through the Jasper part. I did get to see a few animals, a very big deer with the white cottontail, and I forget the kind of deer that is. It was a large one. I saw some sheep, wild sheep, and they were losing their summer coats still. And that was about all I saw through there. But then I spent 4 days with a friend of mine in Edmonton, and we got to go out for lunch with some friends. I think I might have mentioned that last Sunday, because that was last Sunday. And then I left to drive to Saskatoon, which was another 6-hour drive. It's an easy drive. There wasn't a lot of traffic. I use cruise control, and that's something I don't always drive with. Gave my knee a little bit of a break. But the highlight was, I'm driving along. I'd left Edmonton, and I'm driving along, and I hadn't hit the Saskatchewan border yet. And I kind of looked to my right, and I'm thinking, am I really seeing what this is? So I looked to my right again. A buffalo. One solitary buffalo. You know, it's been years since I've actually seen a buffalo in real life, and you forget how big and massive they are. Absolutely big and massive. And so I got to Saskatoon and my welcomed by my friends there, and it was eating food out of a garden that night for supper: potatoes, peas, beans, some greens. It was superb. The taste, we forget that when we buy our food, how nice it is to have it right out of the garden. Then I visited the clinic that I wanted to see the next day. And that was the whole purpose of this trip, was to visit the clinic. And I found I have to take some care, you might say, of some new health conditions that were showing up. And that's the one thing I go to the clinic, is because they see everything before it becomes an actual problem that you would deal with in a medical way. But at least I know what I have to deal with. So that was kind of nice, that. And then I had decided, I forgot to say one of the nicest things. Just outside of Saskatoon, they have, I forget the name of it, but it's like a grotto. And it's ran by the Catholic Church, and you walk down, and it is so quiet and so peaceful and so beautiful. And this is my third visit there. I absolutely love, and I had requested that we could go to see it one more time. My friend drove myself and his girlfriend out. And it was just heavenly once more to be back in that environment. Anyway, I had decided that I would leave that afternoon. So we had some lunch, and at 1:00 in the afternoon, I left, and I drove for about 7 hours again till it was quite late. And I stayed at Fort Macleod, which is south of Calgary, because I was heading towards Trail area in BC to stay and visit with a girlfriend of mine. And I stayed the night, got up, left. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. I stopped at Fernie, BC, which is known for skiing and, bike riding and things like that. Anyway, I stopped there for breakfast. So I'd driven about an hour, I guess. And I stopped for breakfast, and that's fine. And I go to wash my hands sort of at the end to come home, and I look in the mirror, and you can't see it here, but a part of a tooth had been chipped off. I have no idea when it happened. I went, what on earth? And so usually when you chip something or if you feel it anyway. So now in the front of my tooth, I have a gap that wasn't there before, wasn't there in the morning. Now it is after sort of a brunch time. I have a nice little hole in my front of my teeth. So that was having to look at that and think, oh no, here we go, dentist bills. So then I got to my friend's place and I was really quite tired. So, because it was another 6 hours drive approximately. So I've done a lot of driving. So we had a lovely day and a half going out for some meals, supper, and then again lunch the next day, watching TV, which was wonderful because that was a relaxing time period. Now, the next day, which was yesterday, time to drive home. I didn't leave till after lunch because I wanted to finish watching a series that I was watching on Netflix. Come on, Norma. I know I'm tired and exhausted, but really, Netflix, watching Netflix. Can't say it. See, I'm tired. Anyway, I finished watching it, and then I visited briefly with two friends on the way home, back to Penticton. When I arrived, two friends just happened to be here and see me, and they helped me unload my car because I was thinking, oh, it's going to take me a good day to get this unloaded. And anyway, we had everything in the house and unloaded. And finally, I said, look, I'm really tired, you guys. I'm sorry, but I'll have to see you tomorrow. Well, of course, I went to sleep quite fast, but I woke up in the early hours of this morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So here I am. It is late for me to do this, but there was a soccer game on this morning, and I had to watch that, of course, as I'm half asleep, but I wanted to watch that. And I was thinking about holidays. They're so wonderful, but then you come back. You should see my house this morning. I've got a little bit of this here, and I've got a little bit of things I had bought. That I didn't buy much, actually. I didn't shop really, except I went to the dollar store, and I picked up a whole pile of little things. And so I've got all the wrappings. I've got things, unpacking suitcases, lots of laundry, all those things that are coming home. So it's wonderful to go away. Wonderful, wonderful conversations, wonderful company, driving, seeing beautiful scenery. And I am a driver. I've always liked to drive, but honestly, I don't think I'll be doing that drive again in this lifetime because it's just a little bit too far. And then I'm home and now I have to put everything away. I have to do all this laundry, but it's okay. It's about acceptance. I did manage to find the dentist. I have got an appointment on Thursday. Today being Sunday, I have to wait till Sunday. Thursday, early in the morning, and then I shall go and I'll have my tooth looked at and see what's going to happen with that. So it's not a real deep in thought about this Sunday thought. It's about how wonderful holidays are, but then you come home. And when you come home, you have to put everything away. And usually you're a little tired and a little bit kind of road weary. And I've got a lot of TV shows to catch up on. I've been deleting shows that I've either seen while I was away with my friends, or I just decided I didn't really want it. They're repeats, so I don't need to see them. And then getting ready for tomorrow when, I'm using that as a catch-up day actually tomorrow to get caught up on a lot of bits and pieces that clients want to make appointments. I have some weddings coming up and I'm going to talk to some people about their weddings and I've got to get them all ready. So it'll be very much a computer day tomorrow. I'm glad it's not today because I really will need to have a nap today for sure. I trust you have some break, whether it's a big long holiday, 10-day holiday like I just had, but I hope you get a break. And that I know from all my friends that I saw digesting different concepts and different things that I need to remember and to do. And so it's like back to regular. I'm giving myself another day tomorrow to catch up with bits and pieces that I know I need to do and get my house straightened again so it's easy care. And then life begins again. And that's what holidays are about: revival, visiting good friends, and feeling that we're wonderful. So I hope if you can't visit in person, please call them. I found that I hadn't really been phoning people because I was kind of in that, oh, here we are, lockdown or whatever. And even though I'm getting out and about, I still wasn't picking up the phone. But I'm going to be picking up the phone and talking to people because I realize how important it is. I trust you'll have a great Sunday. I trust you'll have a good week. And remember, you can always contact me through my website, www.normacowie.com, and wish you well. Thank you very, very much for watching.